Hi friends! If you don't already know me, my name is Juliana, also known as the Loopy Lady. In this video, we are going to be finishing up some of my whips. I am not a multiple whip kind of person. I really like having one project at a time. I currently have 5 whips. I know that's not a lot to a lot of people, but like I said, I am a one project type of person. I have one custom order whip, and then I have a few other things I'm working on for my Valentine's Day market. First thing we're going to start with is the custom order. I have 2 out of 3 items in their custom order complete. I have one thing left to finish, and it shouldn't take me too long. It's just a regular simple beanie. I'm using this Loops and Threads yarn. It's a bulky 5-weight textured twist acrylic, and it is in the colorway burnt orange. This yarn is from a previous custom order where I did 9 beanies. They loved the look of the other beanies and wanted the same thing, and I have 3 extra skeins of this yarn, so it was a perfect way to kind of use this yarn even though I don't really want to. The next thing that I want to get done in this video is a tapestry that I am working on for the Valentine's Day market. It is this Scream Mask tapestry. So I finished this, I think, like a week ago or so. Recently, when I've been putting my tapestries on the dowel, I don't like how the dowel comes through the stitches, so you can see like the tan on the dowel. I asked my mom if she could color match my yarn and paint my dowels for me, so that way whenever I attach them, they're the same color as whatever I'm going to be attaching them with. In this case, I bordered with this dark pink all the way around, even on the bottom. I'm going to be attaching it to the dowel with this pink yarn, so I had her paint my dowel pink. I'm really excited to use this method more because I had a tapestry that had a dark border, and I really just did not like seeing the dowel through that dark row. So I'm excited to have the dowel match, and we'll see how it turns out. This really isn't going to take long either. All I literally have to do is attach it to the dowel. I also want to start putting felt on the back of my tapestries just because, first of all, I won't have to weave in all of my ends on the back here. I'll just be able to glue them down and then put the felt over it. And also it'll just give my tapestries more structure, and I just think it'll look more professional. Once I get the ends weaved in, it's not too ugly, but I think it'll just look more professional. And like I said, it'll give it more structure when like you're hanging it up and stuff. It won't curl or anything like that. I looked for fabric at the thrift store and I didn't really see any that I could use. So I'm thinking maybe felt would work too, but I really want to pick up like thrifted fabric. So the next 2 whips have been sitting in a basket for the past couple months. I know that one is from December, and I know the other one I think is from September because I was making Halloween stuff in September, and I think this was kind of a part of that whole thing. The one from September is these crochet lace gloves. I've made a purple and a green one before, but I had these black ones in progress that are like a little bit longer than the ones I made before, and I literally have one glove made and the other one started here. So all I have to do is finish the second glove and then weave in my ends, and it can be something that I can sell at the market. And these are from December. I think I now have made a beanie, leg warmers, a scarf, and these gloves, and I still have some left over. I think like a little ball of it. All I have to do on these is just weave in the ends. So I'll actually probably do these first because they are 5 seconds away from being finished. I also want to have the gloves done by tomorrow because my moms are coming over for dinner and I need them to help me tag some of my products and stuff, so I want to have these done so that way we can tag them as well. The last whip that I have is probably the one that has the least progress on it, so it's going to be our longest whip. I'm going to pop up the graph right here, so this is what I'm following. I'm not going to be using these colors though. I decided I wanted to do a purple heart with a pink background. This is where I am at right now. So maybe have like 2 or 3 more rows, and then I'm going to start with the letters. And then I'm thinking that the border on this one I'm going to do in the red to match the letters. I was going to do the dark purple, but there's only 1 row of pink in between the dark purple and then what would be the border. I think it would drown it out, so I think the red will look really cool. It'll accent with the red letters and kind of make it pop a little bit more, and I think it would make the pink pop a lot more too. I am going to send a sample of this yarn to my mom so she can color match it as well, and that'll be the next dowel that she's going to paint for me. But I gotta measure this to see what size dowel we need. I don't think I'll be able to use a 12-inch one. Yeah, this one is going to be a lot longer than 12 inches. This Scream one is perfect for a 12-inch dowel. I'm gonna have to cut one of my bigger dowels down so it can fit this one. So we'll have to measure that out at some point too. These are the whips that we need to get done in this video. I'm sure there will be more as well because I have a few more ideas that I want to get done for the market. So I want to get started on a few other projects too. But if we can knock out 3 of these whips today, that would be ideal. I came home from work early today, so it's currently 2:02. So I think we have time to get 3 out of 5 whips done today. Like I said, the first thing we're gonna take care of are these fingerless gloves. All we have to do is weave in the ends. That took 3 minutes. First whip is done. These are so comfy and cute. Ooh, super cute. Oh, I love them. All right, whip number 2, we're gonna be working on the black gloves. I am looking for the pattern right now. I know like what I need to do, but the only thing I don't know is what hook size. This is a pattern from Ribbler. These are called the NYX Lace Crochet Gloves by Crow Create. So I was using a 4mm hook. All right, I am going to continue these gloves, and when we are finished, I will be back. I started this at 2:15. It's now 2:41, so that took about not even 30 minutes to do. I just have to finish it off. Whip number 2 is done. That took 30 minutes. It's 2:45 now. All right, we're gonna move on to whip number 3. I want to tackle this beanie and get this beanie done today. So this is going to be our next one that we are working on. I'm probably gonna go grab a little snack and get comfy. Progress update. This is where I'm at. I think I'm like halfway. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower and settle in for the night. We're halfway. I think we can finish it tonight. I'm slowing down a bit because I'm kind of bored. I've showered. I'm back in the same position. I'm gonna be watching YouTube until we eat dinner. Trying to get this done. So whip number 3 is done. We have 2 more whips to finish, but I think I'm done for tonight. I'm quite sleepy and I just want to eat some dessert and go to bed. I think today was pretty successful. We got 3 out of 5 done. That was my goal, so I'm pretty happy about it. I think the beanie turned out really cute, but I will be back to work on the last 2 whips with you guys. It's 2 days later. So we made really good progress on Wednesday and got 3 out of 5 whips done. So I was really happy about that. I didn't even crochet yesterday when I got home from work. It was like 72 degrees Fahrenheit here. So we decided to take advantage of that and go for a walk after we made dinner and stuff. We still have a whole week until my market. It's next Saturday. So I definitely want to get the other 2 whips done this weekend. So that way next week maybe I can make a few small things to have. I didn't make any plushies, which I really wanted to make at least one plushie to take that's like Valentine's Day themed. So I'm hoping maybe this coming up week I can maybe bust out a plushie. I really want to do the cherry heart car charm. I just feel like it's a lower priced item and it's really cute for your bag, your car. It's something that you can like pick up and immediately want to buy. But for now, we're gonna continue our whips. I've also added another whip to our queue. So I have another tapestry that I'm working on, and I didn't mean for it to be as big as it is. It's about the same size as the candy heart one. So they're gonna take a little bit, so that's why I want to get started. Let me show you the whip that I've added to our queue. I found this graph on Pinterest, and I didn't really like the hearts that were on this one, but I loved the colors in it. So I looked for another one that had the hearts as the little circles in the yin and yang. I found this one, so I'm following this like overall pattern, but I'm doing the colors of the other one. So this is how far I've gotten. I didn't want to take my candy heart tapestry to work, so I ended up just starting another tapestry. Don't know why I was thinking that this was going to be like half the size of this. The first thing we're going to work on is the scream tapestry because it really will not take that long. I'm going to leave all the ends out and hopefully we'll find fabric so I can just glue them down and not have to weave in all these ends. I really don't want to. I think this is going to look so much better with the painted dowel. If not, you would see that tan dowel right there instead of pink. So that's going to look so good. So I sent home my next one with my mom yesterday, which is going to be red for the candy heart one. For the yin and yang one, I'm just going to do the border in tan or in the mushroom. I don't really need to paint the dowel because the dowel is basically the same color as the yarn that I'm going to be bordering it with. It's fully attached. Now we're going to chain to make the little hanger. So I just go to where I can at least make it across. So like that, and then I just start kind of seeing where I would want it to hang, I guess, like the tension that I would want it to hang at. And I'm going to slip stitch it to the same spot on the other side as I did on the right side. And chaining one to finish it off. I'm going to cut this. This is so freaking cute, and the fact that the new movie came out and stuff, I think it's going to do well at the market. I am so glad I'm starting to paint my dowels. That looks so much better than if tan was peeking through and like having tan on the ends. This looks so good. I'm beyond happy with that decision. Other than the ends, obviously, that have to be weaved in, but those can come at a later time. We're done with whip 4 out of 6. Now we have 6. I'm gonna roll her up, get her ready to be steamed. I'll do all of my tapestries all at once. Now I'm gonna work on the candy heart tapestry. Here is what we're starting with. I will be back at some point to show you progress. Okay, it's the same night. I just changed my shirt because it got chilly, but I just bawled my eyes out watching the finale of The Big C. Wow, that was beautiful. I literally just bawled for 3 episodes straight. Here we are. I got the rest of the bottom of the heart done, so now my next row is gonna start the lettering. So we're gonna get some red in there. But this is looking really good. I love the 3D effect. Looks super cute. Last night I got to the second row of lettering on the tapestry. So that's where I'm going to be starting today. I have about 2 hours before I have to get ready for my date. So I am going to work on this, watch some YouTube, and I'll check in with you at the end of my 2 hours to see where we're at. It's been just about 2 hours. So now I'm going to go and get ready for my date. This is where I'll be leaving off for right now. I finished mine. My next row is going to be the 3rd row of B. So I'm getting pretty close. This is all I have left to do. So I'm pretty close to finishing. And then all we have to do is the border. And once I get the dowel back from my mom, we can attach it to the dowel. But for now, this is where we're leaving off. Project update, because I worked on the tapestry off camera this morning while I was crusty dusty from sleep. I finished the rest of the tapestry, so all we have to do is the border and attach it to the dowel, but I'm waiting for the dowel from my mom. She's painting it currently. Tonight I definitely am going to get the border on the 3 sides done, so that way all we have to do is the dowel part. But it is done. I'm so happy that I was able to finish it. It looks super cute. I love how it turned out. We'll get more updates on this whenever I attach it to the dowel. We are in my kitchen because I'm going to use my dining table as my craft table today. Yesterday, I finally found a local place that I can get my fabric at. So we went and visited that, and I found fabric for the backings of all of my tapestries that I've made so far. Since I've never done this before, today I'm just going to start with my 2 smallest tapestries. So I have the fishbones tapestry and I have the cherries. I want to get the backings on these first because I've never done this before, and so I'm a little nervous to do my bigger pieces, and just in case it doesn't work as well as I'm thinking, at least just a small little thing. Hopefully it won't take too long. So the first fabric that I got is for this fishbones tapestry. I found this blue and cream pattern. It's not the perfect match of blue, but I think it's really going to complement with the pattern that's on this fabric. It caught my eye. I don't know why, it just immediately reminded me of this tapestry. I was looking for something fish related or nautical related, seashells or something like that, but I didn't see anything like that. Connor ended up finding this perfect burgundy color, and it's in like a thicker fabric. Then this one is more flowy, and this burgundy one is really thick. It reminds me of more of like a tablecloth, but that is going to go on the back of the cherries, and it is literally almost a perfect color match. When I put it together, it looks perfect. So that's going to go on the back of the cherries. Now, I'm not going to do these yet, but this fabric right here is what's going to go on the back of the scream tapestry. It's just like little white flowers, and it's on a black background, and it's like the same material as the blue and white pattern. I either wanted a spooky pattern or like black or something like that to complement it. I didn't really see anything that I liked, and they didn't even really have like a plain black fabric either, not from what I saw. But when I saw this, I thought it would go really nicely. It's simple. It's giving goth a little bit, but still dainty. And with the pink on the scream, I think that kind of goes well. And then for the 2 Valentine's themed tapestries, Candy Heart and the Yin and Yang one, I got this pink and red and white gingham. I think this will go really good with all the Valentine's-y ones. And then I was going to put this on the back of the cherry one too, but then we ended up finding the burgundy color anyways. All right, I don't have much time because I'm going to a party soon, so I need to get started, stop yapping, and let's do this. So first I'm going to start with the fish bones. I'm going to figure out a place to put this mic because my shirt is so flimsy that it pulls it down if I attach it to that. So that's why I'm holding it. Hopefully this angle isn't too terrible. We're going to start with the fish tapestry. I'm going to be using this Fabri-Tac glue and some scissors. I don't know what I'm doing, so don't take any of my advice here. We're gonna test this out today. First thing I'm going to do is just cut out the fabric to my tapestry. What I'm probably going to do is measure a little bit over and then fold my edge over and glue like that, because that way it's a straight line down the side instead of my not straight cutting skills. Okay, I'm gonna put the rest of this fabric to the side. So I guess I'm just going to lay this here and then fold over my edges, get it to where I want it. I'm thinking I'm gonna glue these edges down first and then glue it down just a little bit. I'd be wearing a mask while doing this. It's very strong. Okay, I got all the edges folded over, so now it has straight edges and not my ugly cutting skills. I think I'm gonna do half at a time. I don't want too much, but I also want it to stay. I'm going to press it. Just this little half. Do the same thing over here. And this time I'm just gonna move it on up. Now we're just gonna let this dry. I love it. I can't wait for it to dry. So now I'm just gonna put a towel over this, put some books, some heavy books to make sure that it just sticks all the way and it dries. We're gonna move on to the cherries. For the cherries one, we're gonna be using this burgundy. I'm going to do the same exact thing. Tapestry number 2 is backed. So we got the front, and then when you turn it over, now it has that. I'll have to lint roll this for sure, but that looks so much better. Oh my gosh, you guys, the stiffness that this is providing, I love it. Okay, we got the 2 done that I really wanted to get done. My ride is not on the way yet, so I have a little bit more time. I'm gonna start working on the screen tapestry. I'm not gonna weave in all these ends. I'm going to cut them a little bit shorter and then I'm gonna glue them down. I'm gonna try that method. I don't know how much time I have until my ride gets here, so I'm just gonna glue these ends down at least, and then if I have more time, I'll be putting the backing on. I ended up having enough time to do the screen tapestry. It did not take that long, so I just have these extra ends to weave in just because they weren't on the back, so I couldn't glue them down. So I will have to weave those in. They're just from my top chain. But here is the finished product. Oh my god, you guys. I am so happy that I'm lining the backs of these. That looks so good. You can't tell me that doesn't look good. That looks amazing. Look at that. It's making it so much stiffer and just more sturdy. Like I said before, it just covers all of that ugly back and makes it look so much more professional. I'm so happy with this. So it's still wet, so I'm gonna now put it under the towel with some heavy books just to make sure that it's pressed down and it gets glued good on there. Here is my cherries. Back. This one looks really good. It's really stiff. Finally, we have the fish bones. Ah, this one looks so good, you guys. Look at that. This looks so cute. I love it. And then we'll have to do this on our 2 Valentine's Day tapestries eventually. I have glue all over my fingers now, though. But at least we're caught up on these for now. I'm so happy I ended up going with this and that I could find a place locally to get some fabric. All right, you guys, we have come to the end of this video. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me in the future, don't forget to subscribe. I know I'm kind of leaving this video on a cliffhanger, but I have lots to do before my market on Saturday, and I want to get this video out for you guys so you can have weekly content, because that's my goal for 2026. All project progress will be updated in the next video, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!